Good morning students, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve the miscellaneous exam exercise on chapter number 1. Okay, so before you start watching this video and all the solutions, I would request everyone to sit with the textbook or the questions, as I am not going to write the questions here. Okay, so you all have to sit with the questions, or first write down the question on your book and then listen to the solution. Okay, so now the first question. So in the first question they had asked us to decide among the following sets. Okay, so four sets are given, okay, A, B, C and D, and here we are asked which sets are the subsets of one another. Now if we look at the first set, A is equal to, now what is the first set there? It says that X such that X belonging to R and X satisfies this equation, that is x square minus 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now here the set is given in set builder form. We don't know what are the elements of x in this set. So now to know, find the subsets, okay, whether to know whether this set is a subset of which set among the three, we have to first find what are the number of elements in this set A. So first let us find the number of elements in this set A. So now here they have told us that x satisfies this equation. So first we will find what are the values of x. Okay, so this is the simple quadratic equation. So let us solve this quadratic equation. So this is 12 here and 8. So I think if we write 6 and 2, okay, I think this should work. So minus will come here and minus will come here. Yes, 6 into 2 12, minus into minus, plus 6 plus 2 8, and the number of a sign of a bigger number. So here I think x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so if we take common, this will give us x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6. So x minus 6 and x minus 6 and x minus 2. So here x is 6 and 2. So here in the set A we are having 2 comma 6. So this is our set A. Now the set B is given as in the set B the numbers are given as 2 4 and 6. In set C what is given? It is given as 2 4 6 and 8 is given at, and it goes on. Okay, it goes on, it continues, it does not stop at 8. And D is equal to, in this I think only we are having one element. Now we have to see that which of these following sets are subsets of one another. Now if you all want to recall, we say any set is a subset of any other set if every element of this set A is there in set B. Okay, now first we'll start with A. Now here you all can see that this 2 and 6 is present in set C and also present in set B. Therefore this A is a subset of B and A is a subset of C. Okay, because 2 and 6 are present here and present in this set also. Now moving ahead with the set C. Now here we see that after 8 also the elements are there, it does not stop. Okay, dot 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 is there. Now here we can see that C is not a subset of anyone, because here the elements are continuing. So these elements are not there in any of the set. So C is not a subset of any of this set. Now moving to B. Now here we can see that 2 4 and 6, these elements they are present in set C. Okay, therefore B is a subset of C. Okay, we are done with B. Now moving to D. Now here we can see that this D, the set D in which only one element is there, 6, it is there in here and here also. Therefore D is a subset of A D is a subset of B and D is a subset of C. Okay, so this was about the question number 1. Okay, so now moving to question number 2. Question number 2 is very interesting. Okay, so question number 2, it says that statements are given, 6 statements are given, and we have to determine which of the statement is true or false. And if it is false, we have to give an example to prove that it is to say that it is a false, and if it is a true, we will prove it. So what we will do, we will understand every statement which is given in question number 2 by an example. Okay, so if that example does not hold for that statement, we will say that it is a false statement, and that will be the example. If any examples satisfies the given statement, then we will prove it. Okay, so it's always better to understand any statement using example. Okay, so now first statement here is, if X belonging to A they had given and A belonging to B. Okay, and then what we have to prove? Then they are saying that X belongs to B. Okay, and here one thing you all have to remember, that A and B are sets. Okay, remember that A and B are sets, whereas X is the element in the set. Okay, now here the very important role is played by this belong to sign. Okay, belonging meaning, now suppose if I am having a set A in which 1 2 is there. Now this 1 belongs to the set A. Okay, and when we are saying any subset, that means every element of this has to be in the set B. Okay, so now we'll take one example. Okay, so we'll take A and B as two sets. Okay, so we'll take A is equal to 1 and 2 and B is equal to, let us say, 3 and 4. Now okay, only two sets we'll take, and we'll now go to our statement. Now here the statement says that if X belongs to A. Now let us take one element, that means what they are saying, if 1 belongs to the set A and A belongs to B, that means A is a whole set. If it belongs to B, okay, let us write. Okay, what does it saying? If A, it belongs to B, that whole set, it belongs to B, then what they are saying, X belongs to B, that means whatever X we have chosen here, 1, it also belongs to B, they are saying. But this is not true, because what we have taken the whole set A. Okay, the whole set A, therefore a set which contains 1 and 2, it belongs, but 1 does not belong, then 1 does not belong to B. Okay, so 3 belongs to B, 4 belongs to B, the set 1, 2 belongs to B, but the 1 does not belong to B. If 1 was like this, 3 and 4, then it would have belonged. So from this example it is clear that this statement is false, and here you all can clearly see this example. Okay, so now moving to the second question. It says that what does it say? If A is a subset of B. Okay, if A is a subset of B and B belonging to C, then what does it say? A belong to C, they are saying. Okay, let us first take an example. Let us try to understand this using an example. Okay, now what they are saying, A is a subset of B, so we have to take two sets such that in which A is a subset of B. So we'll take A as only one element will take, and B in which 1 has to be there and 2 we will take, because A has to subset of B according to the statement, and B belong to C. Also we have to take a set C. Let us take as 3, 4. Now what does it say? B belongs to C. Okay, so now set B we will put in C. Okay, 1, 2 and 3 comma 4. Okay, now B belongs to C. Then what they are saying, A belongs to C. Then what they are saying, A should belong to C, but here we can say that this set A is there, it does not belong to C. We cannot see a set one belongs to C. Yes. Okay, so for this reason also this statement is false, and this example you all can see. Okay, so now with this I'll stop my video. In the next video we will solve the remaining questions.